this evening we are going to discuss the BA LLB program from the Jamia Millia Islamia. Is of course one of the central universities and it conducts its own entrance examination every year. Alright, though we are not quite sure if that would be the case this year, but quite possible it might get included in the CUCET. Okay, but anyway, let's not speculate. We are going to share all the information with you which is relevant to, which is pertinent to BA LLB program of Jamia Millia Islamia. Okay, of course, 5-year LLB program. Okay, now, something very special for you. Scratch and save up to 50% on Grade Up Super. Wow, are you going to avail it? Aren't you? On CLAT, ALET, Maharashtra CET and SLAT, all these courses. Okay, and then we have this 2-month revision course on current affairs and legal events, and this is going to cover the period October 2020 to May 2021. That is exactly the period. That is exactly the period which is needed to be covered for CLAT 2021. Please, in CLAT, they always cover from CLAT to CLAT. Okay, CLAT 2021 was conducted on September 28, and we at Grade Up believe that in CLAT 2021, they are going to cover current affairs of the period October 2020 to May 2021. All right, and that is exactly what you have here in this course. Please. Okay, all right. Then we have a CLAT course, crash course for CLAT 2021 as well. And who are the teachers? I'm sure you know them all. You have Devajyoti Das, Shantanu, you have Sanojam, and then you have KD. So these are the 4 teachers who are going to teach you here in this program. All right. Okay. What next? And then an express crash course for Maharashtra CET and SLAT 2021. Okay. All right. And when is SLAT? Please do tell me, please do type in here in the live chat, when is SLAT? SLAT is on June 27. Okay, please keep that in mind. SLAT is on June 27 and Maharashtra CET notification is yet to be out. Okay, all right. Crack CLAT 2021 in 30 days. Wow, great. And reserve your seat in top NLUs. Wow, so just reserve your seat. And who are the people who are going to take classes? You have Shantanu, you have KD, you have Devajyoti, you have Rabia, and then you have one more teacher who is very popular among you these days. All right? Okay, now, please tell me who this person is. Can anyone tell me who this person is? Please identify this person, of course. You can make out that this is JMI campus, Jamia Millia Islamia campus. All right. Can you guess who this person is? I'm not getting any answer here in the live chat. Okay. You would not get any benefit of doubt. Please do tell me who is this person. Whose statue is this? Okay. Didn't get any answer. It's Mirza Ghalib. Okay. And here we have a special guest in the studio tonight. That guest is Sarthak Sharma, a 4th-year student of BA LLB from Jamia Millia Islamia. Please welcome Sarthak. Sarthak, please be here.
At least I should give a loud applause to me because I guess the students are giving such loud applause to me. And thanks Vijay for this warm welcome.
Oh, you're welcome.
Not so much cold days. We are back in our half teas again. So, hi guys, myself Sarthak Sharma and I'm a 4th-year law student at Jamia Millia Islamia.
All right, and how has been the experience there, Sarthak, at Jamia Millia Islamia?
My experience had been quite, it had been quite diligent. My experience was actually, was a mix of some bad experiences as well as some good. But Jamia had made me what I am today.
Wow.
So, actually I am proud on Jamia. Jamia grooms our personality. Okay, so we are going to discuss a lot about Jamia, in this session. So,
all right. So let's start from here. So, would you talk about the ranking of your alma mater? So, you have put some rank 9 on NIRF and again in Outlook ranking 6. Okay. Yes. So, don't you think that these are wonderful rankings, Sarthak?
Indeed, it is, and additionally, I just want to give an extra information that Jamia was ranked 1 by India Today in its 2017 edition of rankings. So Jamia had always been in topmost rank holders, especially for law. So Faculty of Law of Jamia Millia Islamia is a decent choice if you are planning for law.
Okay, all right. So that is about the rankings. And what have you put here? Scores 90% on what,
Yes.
Sarthak?
Jamia had scored 90% in the recent 2020 rankings that were launched by Ministry of HRD, which is now Ministry of Education. And Jamia was the top ranked central university in India among all central universities. So I'm talking about whole Jamia, not about Faculty of Law specifically, but Jamia had maintained that reputation among all central universities. So that's why I said that I'm proud of my Jamia University, Jamia Millia Islamia.
Okay, so would you please explain about this eligibility criteria with a bit of details? So please.
Actually, eligibility, if you do not know the eligibility about an examination, then how would you prepare for it? How would you? So first of all, you need to know that what is the eligibility for that examination. For Jamia, you need to qualify that 12th examination from any recognized board with at least 55% aggregate marks. For general category, the maximum age is 20 years. Okay, so a person from a general category of 20 years plus, that even if he is 20 years and 1 day, then he cannot appear for Jamia Millia Islamia's law admission test. Another is for reserved category, for SCs, STs and OBCs. These SCs, STs and OBCs are not only for Muslims, because in the later sections we will see that Jamia mein reservation is only for Muslim minorities, for Muslim OBCs, for Muslim SCs and for Muslim STs. But talking about the eligibility criteria, everyone, whether he is a Hindu or a Muslim, if he comes under SC, ST or OBC category, then the maximum age for examination is 22 years. And the candidates must secure at least 60% marks if you have a grading system. In some boards, there is a grading system. So that should be 6.75 out of 10, which would be around 60% of the total marks. Next, candidates who are appearing in qualifying examinations will also be eligible to it means that even if you are in some boards, the examinations are delayed. So if in class 12th, if you are appearing in your class 12, then also you would be eligible to appear in Jamia's law entrance examination. So now talking about Jamia seats, Jamia offers a total of 120 seats in its law course, in its 5 years law program, that is BA LLB. Out of these 120 seats, 60 are for regular batch. Regular had been the traditional batch since law was incorporated in Jamia. There was a regular batch, and recently in 2016, self-finance batch was also introduced. The basic difference is that in regular batch, the fees is 10,300. It is a highly subsidized fees. In the first year, you have to pay 10,300, and in succeeding 4 years you have to just pay 9,300 rupees if you are in a regular batch. And if you are in a self-finance batch, the fees is also not very high in self-finance batch as well. In self-finance batch, the total fees for 1 year is 40,000 rupees, 40,000 rupees per year. So if you will talk about the whole cost, the whole cost of regular batch is around 50,000, 54,000, and for talking about self-finance batch, the whole cost would be around 2 lakh rupees. That's not much high if we compare the cost with the quality of education that Jamia imparts. Secondly, regular batch, have you seen the evening and morning batch in DU? Regular and self-finance batch are just similar to that. In regular batch, the class timings is during the morning from 9:30 to 2:30, and in self-finance batch, the timings are evening timings from 2 to 6 or 7 o'clock. Depends upon the season.
Okay, but don't you think that this is very, very cheap? Return on investment would be very high?
Definitely, sir.
Okay, because if you go to most of the private universities, right, do BA LLB 3 year or 5 year, they make you pay through your nose. They charge you a lot. Here, this is almost nothing, isn't that? So one great thing about JMI, Jamia Millia Islamia, is that they hardly charge you anything, and the return on investment is very, very high. Okay, you do not have to cough up lakhs of rupees per annum in order to study here, even if you are in the SF category. Okay, when it comes to the regular category, the price is actually close to zero.
Right. The biggest perk to study in Jamia is that it's a highly subsidized course. It's completely pocket friendly and everyone can afford it. Here we are talking about name of the examination, which is Jamia BLLB, Law Entrance Test. It is conducted by Jamia Millia Islamia, New Delhi. And exam is a university level examination. Through this examination, you can take entry only in Jamia's Faculty of Law, nowhere else. So the only participating institute in Jamia BLLB entrance examination test is Faculty of Law, Jamia Millia Islamia. Examination, the mode of examination is offline. It has always been offline. Even during the this lockdown COVID period, the examination was conducted solely through an offline mode. Okay.
There are some questions for you, Sarthak. Mudassir is asking you, क्या regular and self-financed का cutoff same होता है या अलग?
Actually, since 2018, self-finance and regular का जो examination है, that examination differs. Regular का एक अलग examination conduct किया जाता है and self-finance का एक अलग examination conduct किया जाता है. So, it's natural कि अगर examination अलग-अलग है, then the cutoff would also be different for self-finance and for regular.
All right, okay. There is another comment on you is from Priya. She's saying, "Wow, Sarthak Bhaiya." So, how would you respond to that?
Hi, Priya.
Okay, all right. Now, there is another question. Did JMI and all central universities conduct single entrance examination? Not till last year. JMI used to have its own entrance examination, and we are not sure if this year also they are going to use CUCET. All right, chances are there, of course, but till last year, that is till 2020. Jamia Millia Islamia used to have its own entrance examination for almost all its courses, or all its courses including BA LLB. Isn't that, Sarthak?
Right. And I would correct one thing. Actually, not correct. I would update on one issue that when we talk about cutoff, then top 60 rankers would be offered regular seats if they have not specifically mentioned that they want an SF seat, and the next 60 would be offered SF seats. So yes, Mudassir, you were right. The cutoff is same, but the examination is different. Examination for Jamia and Jamia SF and that is self-finance, and Jamia regular are different. But yes, cutoff is same. I was wrong there.
Okay, now Himanshu Shekhar is asking, is there any gap year marks deduction?
No, there's no gap year marks deduction, but if you are a dropper, then you have to provide a bona fide certificate about that gap year from a recognized board or that is registry.
Okay.
From a registrar.
Now, Ms. Mahajan is asking about exam syllabus. So, of course, we are going to cover the exam syllabus also. So, have a bit of patience. All right. Now, Priya Sharma is saying, it's me, Bhaiya, your sister, Mahi. Okay.
I recognized you.
Okay. Now, Sheikh Mohammed Awais is asking you, Jammu and Kashmir ka cutoff. You remember?
There is no specific cutoff for J&K now. But till previously, it was around 39.9. We will talk about it in the later sections, so you will get to know the exact figure. Just stay tuned with us.
All right. Okay. So, please.
Talking about sections, Jamia is divided in 5 sections, but all these 5 sections are scattered in the whole examination. So the examination is not specifically divided in these 5 sections. It means that legal reasoning se kuch question number 1 bhi ho sakta hai and question number 150 bhi ho sakta hai. So, but the syllabus is divided in these 5 sections. That sections are legal language, English, including comprehension. Legal language mein you would see legal maxims, legal terms that are used in daily courts, that all in always including comprehension, that would include passage based questions from English, grammatical knowledge and all would be analyzed in this section. Total 30 questions would be asked from this section, legal language and English including comprehension. Next section is elementary mathematics. So even if you have studied mathematics till 10th, then this section would not be a hard one for you, because elementary mathematics would be only for 10th level, and only 10 questions from this section would be featured in the examination. General studies means static GK. Static GK and general studies का एक काफी hefty part is from Islamic jurisprudence, family law, and history, Indian history, basically ancient history, not large focus on ancient history, but modern history from Mughal period, Delhi Sultanate and all. That all is covered under general studies. It basically includes static GK, not current affairs part. Current affairs had a different section. Legal reasoning and legal aptitude, the majority of questions would be from principal facts category, assertion and reason category, and some direct questions of legal GK from some personal laws. Constitution of India, Indian constitutional history covers a wide part of this section. Legal reasoning and legal aptitude. And current affairs talking about daily legal events. Legal events would be have a high majority to be covered under current affairs, as it's an examination for BA LLB entrance. And current affairs you have to be just aware about daily current happenings of Supreme Court and all. Current affairs, you all know what is. It covers a total of 30 questions. So total Jamia covers 150 questions, and it is bifurcated in these 5 sections. Means questions would come from these 5 sections, but the paper is not specifically, paper is completely scattered. Any question can be from any topic or any section.
Okay, Meenakshi wants to know about the placement seen there. How are the placements?
Honestly saying, Jamia's placement cell is in the stage of growth. So we are developing. I'm also a member of Jamia's placement cell, so I can answer it well and honestly. So in the coming years, when 2018 or 2019 batch would pass out, they would get a good placement.
Okay, all right, let's take a few more questions. Akash Singh is asking, does JMI give hostel facility?
Yes, Akash. Jamia had a very good hostel facility, but not for all. The total number of seats in hostel is very less as compared to the total number of students residing there. So not all students get hostel, but if you are not from Delhi NCR region, then you will probably get hostel. You have a high chances of getting a hostel if you are not living in Delhi NCR. If you are living in Delhi NCR, then you would be given least chances of getting a hostel.
Okay, Mudassir is asking a very relevant question. The question is that can we appear for the regular as well as self-financed examinations?
Yes, Mudassir. You can appear for both examination.
Wow, so I do not think that I could have answered even 1/5 of these many questions which Sarthak can, because he is studying there. Alright, it certainly makes a huge difference. Now, Prajakta Mahajan is asking about the examination date. The examination date is yet to be out. The examination date is yet to be out. Okay. Himanshu Shekhar is asking regular. What regular, Himanshu Shekhar? Please ask your question again. Mahesh saying, is the exam only for Delhi students? Certainly not. Certainly not. It's an all India examination, and Sarthak is in fact going to tell you about the 7 or 8 centers also from where you can take the examination. Do not worry. He's going to cover that. Sheikh Mohammed Owais is asking, now my question is about syllabus, how to learn legal terms. Now here in this session, we may not be able to teach you on learning legal terms, okay? But of course, you will get some very fair idea about how to prepare for this examination. Isn't that, Sarthak?
Right.
So when you discuss the syllabus with them, please give them some tips as well, all right? Because you are someone who had cleared this examination 4 years back, isn't that?
Right, sir.
Okay, so let's proceed from here. And I'm sure you're liking the effort of Sarthak. Okay, he has been able to answer all your questions, which no one who is not from JMI can answer actually. All right, so please like it. Please keep chatting with us. Okay, share it with all your fellow aspirants and subscribe to this wonderful channel. If you do not subscribe to it, how else will you keep yourself updated? Is there any other channel which is even half as good? No. Okay. All right. So
we are talking about topics, specific topics from those sections, that 5 sections that I've discussed just recently. So in English language, these 5 topics, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 topics are the majority of topics. Comprehension, as I discussed earlier, comprehension would be either a large passage or a small passage in which you would be either asked gist of that passage, or there would be grammatical questions like synonyms, opposite, and all. So it would be a traditional comprehension passage that you have solved in your class 11th or class 12th English board examination. Vocabulary. In vocabulary, there would be a high percentage of legal terms. There might be legal terms like ab initio. Most of the legal terms are from Latin origin. Okay, so grade up. I expect that grade up will soon launch a specific course for Jamia Millia Islamia's law admission test, and it would definitely be covered under that. So synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms and antonyms is also a part. You know that what is it? Idioms and proverbs. Idioms, there are many legal maxims. Legal maxims are what? Legal maxims are a type of idioms that are used in legal sense, that are used in a court of law, or that are used in legal studies. So idioms and proverbs is another category, and in it the highest percentage would be of legal maxims in legal language section as well, and also in legal reasoning section. Subject verb agreement, you know what is it? Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks can be, which is also known as closed tests. It can have single blanks as well as double blanks based on grammar, based on vocabulary, or fill in the blanks can also be based on legal GK, but that would be in GK section, in general studies section or current affairs section. Jumbled sentences, you have to rearrange sentence, you have to rearrange a paragraph, or you have to just rearrange letters to form a correct sentence, correct word. So all these are most important topics from English language section in Jamia.
Okay, so before we proceed to some other sections, let's take up some questions. Rabnesh is asking, is there any negative marking? Of course, yes, to an extent of 25%. If you get an answer correct, you get 1 mark. But if you get it wrong, okay, they deduct 0.25 marks. All right. Now, Shobhit is saying, I know Sarthak sir is very good in legal aptitude. He is, which is why he is here. Okay.
Shobhit is one of my students.
Okay, okay. Now, Prajakta is asking, which book should we do for English language? You have any suggestion here?
If you want to prepare for English language, take Universal's CLAT and LLB entrance examinations book. It's a good one. In addition to it, you can make a habit of reading editorial sections from the Hindu or the Indian Express. I think that would be enough for comprehension, and all these you have studied in your class 11th and 12th English as well. So I don't think that a specific book would be required. Just stay tuned with GradeUp's app. They are providing daily vocabulary, synonyms and all quizzes. So that would polish your skills.
Okay, Sahiba wants to know the age limit. For general category students, the age limit is 20 years. And if you are in some reserved categories, that is 22 years. All right, please keep that in mind. Okay, Saurav Yadav is asking, JMI ke liye best book. We believe that there is no particular book which can cater to your requirements of all the sections. Okay, so you will have to work hard, I believe. So please do not think about just one single book which will do magic to you. Okay.
So Saurabh, I just want to tell one thing कि आप अपनी बेस्ट बुक बनाइए. बेस्ट बुक बनाने का मतलब prepare your notebook and make notes there अलग अलग बुक से. That would be your best book during your examination time.
Okay, Sahiba, we have already answered your question. Okay, now Saurabh Yadav is saying JMI ka batch kab aayega? Look, if you look at the requirements of JMI entrance, okay, basically they ask you only those things which otherwise also get covered in other entrance examinations, except for one thing. All right, they ask you in JMI entrance, they ask you a lot of questions on Muslim jurisprudence.
Jurisprudence, yes.
So that is one thing which you need to keep in mind. I believe some 20-25 questions or around 15 to 20 questions for sure, which appear in the examination from Islamic jurisprudence. All right. So that is one thing which you need to do separately. Otherwise, when it comes to English, okay, or legal aptitude or legal knowledge or current affairs, okay, these sections anyway get covered when you prepare for examinations like CLAT and ALET and Maharashtra CET. Okay, so that Islamic jurisprudence is one thing which needs to be taken care of. Okay.
I just noticed a question. Himanshu is asking that where can we find Jamia's previous year paper? So Himanshu, I just got hold of this information prior to this session. Vijay told me that GradeUp is launching previous year papers of Jamia Millia Islamia's
Undoubtedly.
law entrance test. So you can get it on GradeUp's app.
You will get all those solved papers on GradeUp app. So have you joined GradeUp community? Okay, if you're not there, if you're not on GradeUp community, if you're not on our app, if you're not on our Telegram group, if you're not on our YouTube channel, your preparation is incomplete. Please be informed. Okay. Now Prajakta Mahajan is saying GradeUp will teach. It certainly would, Prajakta. Okay, I believe I'm pronouncing your name well. Okay, Vineet is asking, sir, source for Islamic jurisprudence. Sarthak, all difficult questions, okay, for you.
Vineet, there is no specific book for Islamic jurisprudence, but if you want, you may refer. There are some books of Atil Ahmed, and there are many other books, but they are for law students. So I would not suggest you to read this book. It is a hefty book of around 300 to 400 pages. So if you want some important questions on Islamic jurisprudence, you can go through Jamia's previous year papers. You can take online sources as a help for that, but no specific book for Islamic jurisprudence for a law entrance examination. Islamic jurisprudence book would be there for a student who is pursuing law. But for law entrance examinations point of view, there cannot be an effective Islamic jurisprudence book. So just take out some important questions of Islamic jurisprudence by analyzing previous year papers, by going through online platforms like GradeUp, and I hope you will get what you want.
Okay, Neelam Swami is saying that Sarthak is the best teacher. Your response to that, Sarthak?
Just thank you.
Okay, all right. All right, so let's proceed from here. Many people have been asking us about the cutoffs and all that. Of course, Sarthak is intelligent enough to cover all that in his presentation. That we shall come to. All right, so let's look at the structure of the examination first.
Coming to the second section, that is legal reasoning, which is also known as legal aptitude. So as I said that in legal reasoning, most of the questions would be principal fact based. There would be assertion and reason question, and there would be some legal GK question as well in this section. So these would be total topics. That would be general principles of law. General principles of law means some fundamental principles of constitutional law, tort law, criminal law, contract law, and some other statutory laws. Okay. These will be the general principles of these laws. That are fundamental principles that you will also read in law when you will enter your law school. You will read them in your first year of your law school. But a broad knowledge of these general principles is required for any law entrance examinations, and Jamia is no exception to it. Secondly, statement fact based questions. As I said, statement fact is actually principal fact question. There would be a fact in a statement, and there would be a principle. You need to apply that principle over the given facts. Okay, and in ignorance of any other law, if the you just need to remember that the principle is the Bible for you. Principle is the only law, and you know and you don't know any other law. Then only you can reach to the right answer. Because in examinations like Jamia, there can be more than one right answers. There are chances जब चारों options right होते हैं, but you do not need to know the right answer. You need to find the correct answer. There is a difference between a correct answer and a right answer. So correct answer would be that जो principle के fact पे apply होने के बाद आ रहा है. That would be the correct answer. Next, analogies. Analogies means similarities. Analogies is a type of logical reasoning part, but in legal reasoning also you can find analogies. For instance, an article is given and match the following statements, articles and different topics, and we have to just match that which article is related to which topic. Legal maxims, as I said, legal maxims are idioms and proverbs of legal context that are used in legal studies, that are used in a court of law. And recent landmark judgments. Recent landmark judgments, obviously, they are an important part of current affairs. They are an important part of legal GK, and that's why they cover 3 to 4 questions in every year have been covered from legal recent landmark judgments in Jamia's legal reasoning part.
Okay, all right. Srijan has a message for you. Srijan Singhal. Sarthak Bhai, please also tell the aspirants about various facilities Jamia provides to their students, like awesome library, sports facilities, clubs, etc., etc. What do you have to say about these facilities?
All these facilities are available in Jamia, and all these facilities have a high quality. Matlab, in addition to a wide central university, a central library in our university, we have a specific library in Jamia Faculty of Law, which is situated in the faculty building as itself, and that library had almost all important books that a student needs in his whole journey of 5 years. So we have an extremely good library. Jamia also has a seminar room. We have a moot court room, a good moot court room. If you will go there, you will visit a moot court room, then you will feel like you are in an actual courtroom. The courtroom that you see in movies probably, I guess a student of 11th or 12th might not have visited a courtroom if someone from his family is not a lawyer or a judge. So we have quite good facilities at a very reasonable rate.
Okay, all right. Now Vineet has another very relevant question for you. The question is the examination pattern same for both the courses? Regular and self-finance?
Yes, Vineet. The examination pattern is same.
Okay, Yashashwi Mishra has a question. Correct and right तो synonyms हैं. तो अलग कैसे हुए? बताओ सार्थक कैसे हुए अलग?
करेक्ट एंड राइट अलग इसलिए हुए, फॉर इंस्टेंस एक प्रिंसिपल दिया गया है एंड वो फैक्ट्स दिए गए हैं, एंड देन प्रिंसिपल के फैक्ट पे अप्लाई होने के बाद सिर्फ ऑप्शन नंबर ए आ रहा है राइट आंसर. फॉर इंस्टेंस अ प्रिंसिपल इज फ्रॉम टॉर्ट लॉ, द फैक्ट्स आर गिवन एंड देन देयर आर 4 ऑप्शंस जिसमें 3 ऑप्शंस करेक्ट हैं, राइट हैं, बट दे आर फ्रॉम क्रिमिनल ब्रांच ऑफ लॉ एंड ओनली ऑप्शन ए इज फ्रॉम टॉर्ट ब्रांच ऑफ लॉ, जो कि आ रहा है एज व्हेन द प्रिंसिपल इज अप्लाइड ऑन द फैक्ट. Then it is the correct answer. I can give an example. For instance, there is a principle that rash and negligent driving is a crime. Okay, and then there is a fact that A takes B's car A takes B's car to outside. Then tell who is the, बस इतना पूछा गया है, and then option A is that A is the owner, B is the possessor. It is right, but it is not correct. अगर option है that A is the owner because A के नाम पर कार है and B is the possessor because B उस कार को लेके गया, he is in physical possession of that car. So it is the right answer ना. A person is owner if the thing is registered in his name on papers, and a person is a possessor. For instance, I am in possession of this grade up studio, but I am not the owner of this studio obviously. So option A is right because the statement is right, but is it the correct statement? No, because the principle is from criminal branch of law and the option is from tort branch of law. So correct answer would only be if it comes as a consequence of application of that principle on the given facts. Other statements might be right but not correct. So there is a difference between right and correct. If something is not false, then it is right. But if something comes as a consequence of principle's application on the given fact, then only it would be correct.
All right, okay. Samir Raza has a question. Scope of Jamia in corporate sector.
Jamia students are doing good in corporate sector, but माना जाता है कि Jamia students are meant for judiciary, for UPSC, for all. But I personally know many of our alumni who are doing wonders in corporate industry, corporate sector.
And I think you have included one such person here who is hugely successful.
Mr. Tariq Khan. He is one of the best arbitrator we have right now. He was featured in world business world's top 40 list of lawyers under top 40 under 40 age. So he is a wonderful corporate lawyer.
Okay, Moniz Rahman is asking you a question and I will expect you to be brutally honest. Okay, Sarthak, the question is Jamia better or Mumbai? Probably he means to say GLC Mumbai. See, if you want to get a actual hardcore process, if you want to get a actual hardcore experience of law, then Jamia is better because it is situated in proximity to district courts. District court Saket is just 3 or 4 kilometers from our campus. Supreme Court of India, High Court of Delhi, everything is situated in near Jamia. Secondly, Jamia would give you a work-life balance. Life at Jamia, college life at Jamia is not that much hectic as compared to University of Law GLC Mumbai. So if you want to make or to maintain a work-life balance, if you want to get exposure of courts, if you want to do more number of internships, if you in a nutshell, if you want to be a
good lawyer, a litigator, a ground level, grassroots level litigator, then Jamia is better. And if you want to go for jobs in corporate and all, then GLC Mumbai would be better because it will groom your personality in a better way than Jamia. That's my honest answer.
Okay, though I slightly differ here because I believe that GLC is also very, very close to, right,
Bombay
High Court. Okay. And in fact, from GLC campus, Bombay High Court is visible. All right. And GLC also has an excellent record of, okay, sending its people in the field of litigation. In fact, India has seen as many as 5 CJIs, okay, from GLC. But that is okay. That is something which we can discuss offline. All right. In a nutshell, he's trying to say that both are good, both have their merits and demerits. All right. But his first response was that probably GLC Mumbai should be preferred overall. Okay. So, but that's okay. Am I putting my words in your mouth?
No. I didn't say that GLC should be preferred over that. Both are different. Actually, I've told Jamia because I do not know many things about GLC. But the only thing that I got to know that life at GLC is quite hectic as compared to Jamia. That's why I said that if you want to get exposure of course, if you want to do more number of internships, then Jamia is better than GLC. Because even if GLC is present in proximity to Bombay High Court, student needs time to visit that court. And the life at GLC is quite hectic. Number of classes is more as compared to Jamia. So, just to maintain a work-life balance, Jamia is better than GLC.
Okay, all right. Now, Mount Everest wants to know if he can clear CLAT in 1 year. Here, your ID says Mount Everest, so aspirations should also be Everest high.
Yeah,
why can't you clear CLAT in 1 year? What is CLAT? Okay, why can't you clear it? That is the question.
Mr. Mount Everest, you are already at the peak of this world. तो आपके लिए तो कुछ भी possible है.
Anyone can clear CLAT by walking, okay, smartly and walking regularly for a period of 6 to 7 months, 8 months. 1 year is more than sufficient in our opinion. Okay, all right. Saurav is asking Jamia versus NLU Lucknow. I would say NLU Lucknow. What's your opinion?
It's
RM NLU Lucknow.
RM NLU Lucknow. So, Saurav, it's
You can speak your mind.
First of all, you will get an NLU tag in RM NLU Lucknow. Obviously, if you will talk about academics में NLU Lucknow supersedes Jamia. But as I said, if you want to take exposures of course, if you want to do more number of internships, I don't think कि Jamia के students से ज़्यादा कोई internship करता होगा, because Jamia provides you a hefty free time, which if a student want to utilize optimally and in an effective manner, then Jamia is best. अगर आपको internships करनी है courts में, if you want to take exposure, or if you want to prepare for judiciary as well, then go for Jamia. And if you want to you want to go for corporates and all, then RMNLU Lucknow, because they have a good placement in comparison to Jamia.
Okay, all right. Yashashwi Mishra wants to know Jamia or Banaras Hindu University?
Jamia or BHU?
Yes.
So, actually,
many tricky questions for you.
Yashasvi, if you want, if we will differentiate between both on the parameter only of placement cell, then both are same. BHU ki placement is also not very good, and Jamia's placement is not very bad. So both are equivalent. But Jamia, I will keep Jamia up. I will keep Jamia on a better place than BHU because of its location in New Delhi. Okay, so if you will get yourself enrolled in Jamia, then obviously you will have a, as I said earlier as well, you will have a great experience of courts. In BHU, where you will not get that much experience.
This one aspect I'm absolutely in agreement with. Okay, of course, the type of exposure which you can get here in Jamia, actually here in New Delhi, right, that you certainly cannot get there at Varanasi. Okay, now Mount Everest is saying, thank you so much, your kind words are motivated enough. Wow, so clear CLAT, okay, and try to get a rank in top 90. I said 90, okay, because if you get a rank up to 90, NLSIU Bangalore is there for you, okay, in general category also. All right, so let's continue with the examination structure.
Elementary mathematics, as I said, is a total of 10 questions are asked, and number system which time and distance, profit and loss, simple interest, percentage, work and time, and average. These are, I'm not a specific, I'm not very good in mathematics, so I cannot explain them very well. I'm just listing down that these are the most important topics for Jamia's elementary mathematics. And I'm not the right person to explain these topics from elementary mathematics, as I am a student of law. That's why I choose law, because I was not good at mathematics, so I chose law, and dhire dhire I just fell in love with law.
Okay, all right. So Ninja Hattori is asking, average package is around 5 to 9 lakhs here at Jamia Millia Islamia 5-year BA LLP program. Do you agree, Sarthak?
I'm not the right person to answer that, Hattori. आपको ये information किस source से मिली? Can you mention that in your comments?
Okay, Shivangi Raj is saying, is coaching necessary? I do not know if I'm going to be fired for giving you an honest answer. No, coaching is not necessary. You can do it on your own also. But of course, if you take help of some coaching, you certainly get helped. All right, you certainly get help. Probably things become easier for you, but I believe that 99% of it depends on you or not on any coaching. Okay, it's 99% about you and 1%, probably 1% about the coaching. What do you say, Sarthak?
Right. You cannot do anything if you are not willing yourself to do that. Coaching is just like a booster.
All right. Okay. Now, all right. So let's continue with
general studies. As I talk history is on the topmost. Jamia में सबसे ज़्यादा questions history से होते हैं, and that is from modern history, the British period, the Mughal period, the Delhi Sultanate period, till medieval. In ancient history से there are hardly any questions. Geography is basically from only Indian geography. There are very less chances that questions would feature from world geography. So just focus on Indian geography. Elementary science that you have read till 10th, chemistry, physics and bio, like what is the chemical composition ही कहते हैं for salt, that is NaCl. So such easy questions from elementary science. Basic polity would include Constitution of India, constitutional history, and Indian politics. Questions about Indian politics, like how many national parties India has. Books and authors, some important books along with the list of their authors. Important personalities from any field, but specifically from the field of law, as you are preparing for a law entrance examination. Sports. Questions from sports are obvious in any examination, so how would Jamia be an exception to that? Awards and honors. Questions would be from awards and honors, like Bharat Ratna, like Nobel Prize, that can be from Indian, national as well as international perspective. And regions and cultures. Different regions. India has a very rich cultural heritage. So India's culture would almost have 2 or 3 questions, and regions, that it's a part of geography actually, that how many regions India have, and mountain region, arid region. India has a rich region as well. So these are the questions from general studies, which you can also count as static GK. Coming to current affairs mein, if I will list down topics, then whole this board will be filled. So instead of listing down topics, just remember that read national and international events of last 1 year are most important. Previous year cutoff. Talking about previous year's cutoff, then the general cutoff was 89 out of 150. क्योंकि जामिया का जो examination level है, that is hardcore, that is not that much easy. So cutoff is quite low in comparison to many other examinations, जहाँ पे cutoff is very high. So out of 150, the cutoff for general category is 89. The cutoff from Muslim category is 82.75. The cutoff for Muslim OBC ST is 77.75. Remember, because Jamia is a minority institution and it has a sanctity under Article 29 of the Constitution. So Jamia offers reservation only to OBCs, STs, women from Muslim community. If you are an SC, ST or OBC from a non-Muslim background, then you will fall under this general category. So Muslim OBCs and STs, from Muslim community, the cutoff is 77.75. For Muslim women, the cutoff is 76.50. For Jamia internals, Jamia also offers a 5% reserved seats for its internal students. Actually, Jamia had its schooling as well. So students from 12th, who have passed their 12th examinations from Jamia school, they have a specific reservation for them. That's why Jamia internals cutoff marks is always lower than any other category. Any other category other than a PWD or a physically handicapped category. So for Jamia internals, the cutoff is 75.50. For PWD locomotive disability, the cutoff is 50.50. For PWD blindness, low visibility category, the cutoff is 33.50. And for J&K, the cutoff was 76.50. I doubt that there would be any reservation for J&K from now onwards. And for Kashmiri migrants, it was 32.50. Now, talking about important dates and fee structure. The application form might start from mid of March. It is a tentative date because there is no official notification from Jamia Millia Islamia's Faculty of Law as of now. But tentatively, the important dates, the application might start from mid of March. The examination is expected to be conducted from June 2021. It is also a tentative month, so examination can be conducted in June, but we are not sure because there is no specific and official notification from Jamia Millia Islamia's side. It is previous year the candidates were charged 700 rupees. So it is for sure that the fee for examination would be 700 rupees. Now talking about centers, Jamia conducts its law entrance examinations in 7 different cities, and those cities are New Delhi. In New Delhi, Jamia's university's campus is the location where you can appear for this examination. Another is Calicut, Lucknow, Srinagar, Patna, Kolkata, Guwahati. So you can see that in almost all parts, that is east, west, north and south, Jamia has its campus. Jamia has its examination centers. Reservation. So these are the categories for which reservation is provided in Jamia Millia Islamia. First of all, Jamia's internal students of Jamia, as I told, who have done their schooling from Jamia, there is a 5% reservation. It means out of 120 seats, 5% seats, that is 6 seats, are reserved for internals. Muslim applicants, there is a total reservation of 30% of Muslim applicants. Out of them, 10% are specifically reserved for Muslim OBCs, STs and STs. That is out of 30%. Total 10% seats of 30% are reserved for Muslim SCs. Muslim women applicants, 10% seats are reserved for them. Jamia internal, okay, so there might be
some typo.
Some typing error. Jamia internals reservation is 5%. NRI students, there is also a reservation for NRI students, non-resident Indians. NRI is different from an overseas citizen of India. Overseas citizen of India is one who is residing in India, but who is a resident of India but not a citizen of India. So ironically, an overseas citizen of India is not a citizen, only a resident, and non-resident Indian is a citizen. That's why he has a voting power. And overseas citizen of India do not have a voting power. It's a topic of GK, but I was just saying there is no reservation for overseas citizen of India. There is a reservation for non-resident Indians, that is 5%. And also the fees for non-resident Indians is quite high. If you are an NRI, then your fees would be around 1,50,000 rupees per annum. ICCR sponsored students, there is a reservation of 5% for foreign candidates. Foreign candidates also included under NRI. They are similar. Foreign candidates who are not Indians as well. Okay, like there are many students in Jamia who have came from Kenya, from some European countries, from African countries. So they have also a reservation of 10%. And fees for them is also around 1,50,000 rupees. Applicants with disabilities, they have a reservation of 3%. So these are the reserved categories for Jamia Millia Islamia's law entrance examination. We have also included some slides of some notable alumni. I hope you all know this person. He is Mr. Bharat Chugh, and he is an extremely intellectual person. He was topper of Delhi Judicial Services examination. He had served as a magistrate in Delhi's district court, and later on he came to his first love, that was practice of litigation, and he resigned from the job of magistrate. Right now he's working as a litigator. He's working as a partner in one of the topmost law firms. And I hope you all know Bharat Chugh. He's right now a celebrity if you are a person from legal background. Mr. Tariq Khan is also one of a notable alumni of Jamia Millia Islamia's Faculty of Law. He was recently listed in Business World's top 40 under 40 lawyers. In addition to it, he is one of the topmost arbitrator that India have right now. Just you can Google them, you can know more about Mr. Bharat Chugh and Mr. Tariq Khan. So there are a lot, there is an extensive list of notable alumni, but due to shortage of time, we have included only these two notable alumni from the recent past of Jamia Millia Islamia, Faculty of Law. So likes, comments, share and subscribe to this channel for more such similar updates about Jamia or any other notable university, central university or examination that you are going to appear for your law entrance.
Now, there are a few very interesting questions which have come up here. So one question was from Saurav, and in fact, I thought that I wanted to ignore this, but then ultimately I decided to take it up. His question is if Hindus are safe there in JMI campus. I believe, Sarthak, you're a Hindu?
Yes.
Are you absolutely safe?
I'm completely safe. I feel like I'm in my second home.
That is the answer. All right. And if this new generation also carries the poison of the past, okay, we should be absolutely ashamed. All right. Now, another question is from Mount Everest, and this is very simple, which is why I would not bother Sarthak, okay, with this. That is NLS-IU or JMI. I believe NLS-IU. All right. So if you get admission in NLS-IU, please just go and spend 5 years there in the campus. Okay, that is probably not only number one here in India, but in the entire Asia. All right. Okay, then there is another question. Hi, Atul. I can see one of my favorite students here. Okay, and Ali Raza, here you are supposed to speak with Sarthak and Vijay. No Nilofer business here. Okay, you can connect with Nilofer after the session. Okay, Yashashvi Mishra is asking, please bata dijiye what is the regular and self-finance, please.
Yashasvi, might be you have joined later on because मैंने बताया था starting में regular and self-finance are different batches in Jamia's law program. Total number of seats are 120, out of 60 are from regular batch and 60 are from self-finance batch. The basic difference is that in regular batch the timings are morning and in the self-finance batch the timings of classes are evening. Secondly, the fees for regular batch is 10,000 rupees per annum, while the fees for self-finance batch would be 40,000 rupees per annum. Almost all faculties are same in regular batch as well as self-finance batch. You have seen DU's morning and evening batches, just similar to that. Regular batch is a morning batch of Jamia's Law and self-finance is the evening batch of Jamia's Law. There is no more difference other than fees and timing of classes.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Finally, you got your answer.
Yes. And then many people have been asking about the dates of examination for Banaras Hindu University, AMU, as well as JMI. Okay, there are talks of, we are of course not sure, but there are talks that all 54 central universities of India, okay, will have their joint common entrance test. All right. CUCET. But when I say CUCET, please do not get confused. There is an existing CUCET, all right, which covers 14 to 18 central universities. I'm not referring to that. The NTA, National Testing Agency, might come with this new CUCET, which might cover all 54 central universities in India. JMI is a central university, so is Aligarh Muslim University, and so is Banaras Hindu University. All right, so quite possible that these dates are not yet out, because the government is considering that probably all these examinations would be covered in CUCET. All right, just keep that in mind. Okay, more on it on this channel. So I'm sure you have already subscribed to this wonderful channel to keep yourself updated. Okay, now Mudassir is asking, sir, please also make video of AMU BA LLB. Most probably we would not need to, Mudassir, because that will get covered under CUCET. But otherwise, yes, for number of seats and some interesting discussion, we certainly would. Okay. All right. Atul is saying, Vijay, what to think about JMI versus BHU? All right. Atul, you know my limitation. I would say, I mean, very close contest, very, very close contest. Okay. My vote would probably go for JMI because of its location, if nothing else. Okay. My vote would probably go for JMI. Okay. But very difficult call in my opinion. Okay. Now, Saurav is asking Syllabus versus Jamia. Okay, I have a suggestion since many such questions are coming. So, many of you are going to take all these entrance examinations. All right, so let's have results in your hands. Okay, and let's say you have made it to Jamia Millia as well as Syllabus. Okay, then probably is the opportune time to ask this question. All right, but otherwise, I believe on one factor at least, like if you do this 5-year LLB from Syllabus, okay, and if you stay there in the hostel, your total expenditure would be somewhere in between 25 to 30 lakhs. Okay, but if you do it from a place like BHU or Jamia Millia Islamia, or for that matter, even Aligarh Muslim University, all right, the cost would be less than 1/5 of what you're going to spend there at Syllabus. Okay. Moreover, if you look at all the colleges all the law colleges under the umbrella of SIS, Syllabus International University, okay, I would say that if at all you can do any comparison, that should be done only with SLS Pune, okay, and not with the remaining two. All right, your take on this, Sarthak?
I completely agree with you, sir.
Okay, all right. Now, Shahid is saying very good and correct information. Thank you, Shahid Bhai. Thank you. Okay, with the type of comments which we saw here, okay, at least for me, I was slightly disturbed also when people started talking about communities and all that. All right. So, now let's look at this course as well. Course ko bhi promote karna hota hai. Okay. All right. So, are you in class 11? If you are, a roadmap to your dream NLU and with the best faculty members of the country. Sarojam, Debajyoti, Savitri, and Ashutosh Gupta ji. All right. All four put together, they have more than 75 years of experience. What else you want? What else you want? And there is something special for you. Wow, foundation module. Okay, so even if you're not initiated into these preparations, okay, you would not struggle here. Don't you worry. All right, and all the courses which we talked about, all these courses are available here in Grade Up Super subscription. Okay, you can go for this subscription for a period of 18 months, 6 months, or even a month. Okay, if you just want to taste the water, okay, get it for a month. Let's see what all do we do, what Grade Up does. Okay, otherwise, if you have the examinations of the year 2022 in your mind, this is the thing for you. And if you have only this year in mind, then probably you need to go for a 6-month subscription. All right. And thanks, Sarthak. Would you please be here? Okay. So
Thanks.
I, on my own, wouldn't have been able to answer even 1/10 of the question on JMI, which you could. Okay. So thanks for coming to our platform. And I'm sure we are going to take some sessions in future as well.
Thanks to Grade Up for inviting me for this session.
So, on that note, we wish you all the very best. Okay? Sahi prep hai, to life set hai. Of course. Sahi prep hai, to life set. All right? Good night. See you.